Well, it's 2022, January 1st today, so I thought I'd show you what the tiny house actually looks like right now, because this morning, very early, I finally posted a video about how I came about to build this from scratch. So even though it's not finished, I thought I'd show you where I'm at and why I did what I did and how it's working out. On the door, I've got always a mask here, I've got eye protection, ear protection, the axe, all sorts of gloves, my brother's bow, my board, and of course a baseball bat, fire extinguisher, a couple of my work pants, jackets, and especially, dress shirts. To the mudroom, as you can see, it's tiled. I've got shoes and boots on this side, sunglasses, some gloves, things to grab when I go out or when I arrive. So hats, wallet. So that's my drop zone right here. I recently moved those 2 units back in here, and actually now it kind of works. What else? I left you on the mini split installation on that last video. I still end up using oil heater most, because there's no moving part. Literally, it's not a compressor with a spinning thing. It doesn't make noise. Once the oil in there is hot, then it stays at a trickle. It's quite efficient, actually. So that's a good solution. When the power goes out, and if I need to warm up very fast, the mini split is over there. I do use it. I've used it in the winter quite a bit. But recently it's been consistently -10 and below. The mini split is supposed to work all the way to -9 or something. When it's really cold like this, I'd rather not strain it, and instead I use these things and the propane. That's what's happening for the heat. I recently put back a workbench in here, just so that, because it's so cold that outside, even in the mudroom, it's just miserable. At least here I can use that space and do a little bit of crafting. I have recently just been sharpening chisels, take care of some tools. Got a nice toolbox in here, and bits and bobs and hardware, and more storage here. Welcome in the kitchen. The big piece to me has been that sink. It's wide and deep, and I love it. It's big enough that I can even wash by hand in here, so it's great to have such a wide thing. And also, whoops, shower head has been really cool. It's the first time I have that, and that's been awesome. I use this here, that spongy thing, to dry my dishes. I will do something here, perhaps with doors, to have more storage. It's like personal care and food only, something like that. Over here, this zone has been working out really good, with mostly breakfast stuff here, supplement, vitamins, that kind of thing. The big feature of the kitchen is that propane stove with 3 burners and the oven. It's been working amazingly well. It's good for the cooking. It keeps the place warm also when the oven is going. It's right above, of course, the hood. The hood that's been winterized. The fridge is here. It got moved around. Over here I've got plenty of spices. I really like the look of it, and it's been very handy just to go and grab. And this zone I'm still trying to figure out. And then I've got the water filtration, I've got the hot water tank, and I've got a pressure tank back there. I've got also a dehydrator. So the unit I'm going to build here is going to be on wheels, so that it can be pulled, so that everything's still accessible. And then it's going to be basically my pantry, so that I can have my fruits and vegetables and bread away from the sunlight. I've got also some storage here with first aid and some cooking stuff. I've got a lot of storage underneath the oven. It's great, and more storage here and there. Some will be drawers, some will be doors, and that's coming next. I'm gonna make a custom laundry basket that's gonna fit nicely underneath. I've been loving that dining table, especially when I have visit. Can finally have food with people. It's good, and not just in front of my computer, which I tend to do most of the time. So over here I've got a floating shelf. I can put all my writing stuff, and I've got a kiddie shelf, as you can see. I've got this big bin here. It's an amazing find that I can move around, and that's a bench basically. So 2 can sit on there, with 2 with tiny butts. A subwoofer here, with printer here, guitar amp with my desk over here, the ladder, the sound card, hard drives, the shelf here which holds the screen. It's really good. This is a full cat shelf. Kitty. My pants and my sweaters over here. I'm gonna go upstairs. So this is the loft here with the clothing on the left, books, the PS4 over there, the TV. I've got the circulating fan to move the hot air across the tiny, and then up top I've got the extracting fan to move the bad air after a night's sleep. So in the future I still need to make some shelving unit here. I'm gonna cover those ugly pipes. I'm gonna figure out a way to deal with the water here, and I'm gonna have a shelf in the window and a shelf up there. So there's still some figuring out here in the bedroom, but at least it's been very comfy. It's been working out pretty well. Right, Kitty? It's Kitty approved, that's for sure. So I'm quite up there. I've got electrical here that was for a chandelier here, but instead I've got my gymnast rings, and they've been great. So over there, that's the air intake with a filter on it. I've got that bin system, a lot of blue bins, all labeled, air purifier here, and a few things. That's what it looks like. Thank you for watching. And I hope it's warmer where you live. So Kitty and I wish you a happy new year. And I hope you can stay cozy like us in here. Have a crafty 2022.
Well, around the streets and stuff. How do we know to the way? There's a snow shovel.
He does.
Yeah.